Blessings, everyone. Today we're going to be doing a collective energy healing session, which I'm very excited for. I received the insight the other day that this is something that Creator is asking me to do. So thank you for being here. Well, I want folks to know that I pull from many modalities. One is muscle testing, and the other is intentional healing therapy, which lays out the greater foundation, philosophical foundation of this work. But my most powerful and most important modality is my own intuition and my own clear connection to source. And so this is holistic. It really lives in the principle and the knowing that energy is everywhere and everything is energy. So the kind of healing that you can receive from these collective sessions is physical, is emotional, is mental, healing our thoughts, healing our beliefs, healing our narratives, and also relational healing, which is incredibly important at this time. Relationships within ourselves, within and with other humans, with the living world around us, and with the great mystery that we are a part of. And so the whole purpose for these energy healing sessions is to connect you with the timeless intelligence that is life. And that is what it is that you are. That is what it is that we are. That is what it is that we are one with. And with this truth, we understand that life knows what it's needed, what is needed for its highest evolution and its highest healing. And so when we clear the barriers, which is what this energy healing sessions will be for, clearing barriers to truth, will be more receptive and be clearer vessels for life to evolve in the way that life wants to evolve and life to heal as it is that life wants to heal. So what you can do, I'm about to do a little prayer to bless the space, but just enter an area within yourself, create a space within yourself where you can be receptive to the energy healing, and we'll go from there. Creator, Mother, and Father, thank you so much for blessing me with the opportunity to be a vessel for your healing on this day. Allow me to be a clear vessel, so then those who are here and present to watch this video at any time and point in space can receive the highest healing for their highest evolution on their path. I thank you dearly for allowing me to do this work in service, and may this service expand and ripple out across the universe wherever it is needed. Thank you, thank you, thank you, with my deepest love, deepest appreciation and gratitude. Amen. So, before we begin, if folks want to support this work in any way, shape, or form, I'll invite you to like, comment, and subscribe. This allows for the video to reach more folks who need this healing. I'll also invite, if folks feel inspired, if they want to give a one-time donation, I'll put a link in the description notes. And if folks want to expand this work and work one-on-one with me, then that is something that's also available, and I'll also put that in the description box. There's some cedar and sage for you. Alrighty. Let us begin. All right, Spirit, what is it that you need me to begin with? So we're going to begin with something within a book called The Seeds of Knowledge. This is central to the intentional healing therapy philosophy. And these are channeled seeds from life that offer us a perspective on healing, on evolution, and it's just powerful. So let's see what number it is. 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So we're going to be starting with equality. I'll read you what it is that it says, and then we'll see if I get a channeled message. So it says, there is no hierarchy. All humans are equal. Life is all one body. Join with. Is there one of these that we're working with specifically? Join with. Okay. You can just say, I clear all barriers to joining with. Beautiful. That's a yes. Is there more in seeds? Yes. Okay. All right, we're going to move over to another passage within Seeds of Knowledge. This is about opinions. This is big. This is a really big and important one. So this one says, opinions are boring. Let go of your opinions. Welcome truth. Now, what's important to understand about this is that opinions have absolutely nothing to do with truth. You can have an opinion that the sky is green. You can have an opinion that the earth is round, the earth is flat, the earth is whatever. But at the end of the day, there is an objective truth of reality. And what it is that we want to do is stay connected to that objective truth of reality. So you can just say, I clear attachment to opinions. So that yes, yes. I welcome truth. Yes, beautiful. Is there more? No. Are we doing more in seeds? Yes, okay. Okay, we're going to do passage number 4. Passage number 4 is about flow. Flow is the whole point and purpose of this work. If we honor the fact and know and live in and embody the fact that we are life, that all of life is one, it's almost like life is this river, and every single one of us are individual droplets of water that create this river, and that life knows what is needed in the sense of if somebody makes a decision that is somehow like I'm connected to for, let's say, the flow. I never planned on doing these collective healing sessions, but then there was inspiration. Oh, do these collective healing sessions on YouTube. And that's because there are people in this world who need these collective healing sessions on YouTube. If I decided to not do this, this means that I would not be participating in flow. Life might find another way for people to get the healing that life wants to channel through me, and it might be through a different vessel, it could be through a different modality, but in listening to guidance and being present in trusting what feels true and natural, we're able to access that flow. And again, it's all about clearing barriers. So flow. Flow is the uninterrupted energy of life. Allow the flow of life within and without. Move when it is time to move. Do not linger. All right, we're gonna just see, are we working with the belief I linger? No. You can say, I clear linger energy. I'm getting a neither yes nor no. Is there a blockage here? Yes. Okay, the blockage here is holding. This could be holding on to a certain timeline, holding on to a person, holding on to an idea, holding on to an expectation. Holding keeps us closed. And when we're holding, we can't go with the flow of life. We're holding on to something and we're not allowing it to take us where it is that we need to take us. So it is safe, it is safe, it is safe to let go. All right. You can say, I clear holding. Yes. I clear linger energy. You can say, I flow. Yes. Is there more that we're doing with this? No. Beautiful. Okay. Are we doing more with seeds? No. All right. We're going into the philosophy now. We're going to be clearing some barriers to truth. Is it 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24? We're going to be clearing frequency limitations. What's the frequency limitation that we're clearing? There's a lot of attachment energy. Okay, this is good. Okay, so I'm getting that we're clearing energy around attachment to ideas of what life is. Perhaps you've inherited an idea from your culture, the larger human culture or your family, that life is unsafe, I think a common belief that many people have is like life is unfair, and that's not true. Life is actually quite fair when it is that we allow it to be what it is, and we remain open and we feel ourselves and we act accordingly as one with life, as life. Life is the fairest thing that there is. So that's another big limited belief that we're clearing. I'm getting a yes, okay, for that. You can say, I let go of the belief that life is unfair. Yes. You can say life is just. Yes. Are there more limited beliefs around life? No. Is there a message? Okay, there's a message. I'm just going to open up to receive it. You cannot be receptive to the truth of life if you are holding on to your ideas of what life is. The truths of life wish to reveal themselves to you, to all of humanity. We just have to remain open in heart and mind and energy, beliefs. All right, there's nothing else for that. Is there more? Yes. Alrighty. In the philosophy, barriers to truth, natures of the balance, energetic imbalance, types of energy, types of dark energy. We're going to start to clear some dark energy. 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. 24, dark energy associated with jealousy. You can say, I clear dark energy associated with jealousy. Yes, that's cleared. All right, is there more dark energy? 0 to 10, 27. This is a big one. You can say, I clear dark energy of horror. Yes, yes, that energy is cleared. All right, is there more? 37. I clear dark energy of sabotage. Yes. Yes, you do. That's amazing. Is there more dark energy for us to clear now? Is there more work for us to do? Okay. In the philosophy? Cool. So, I'm checking in with life when I'm asking these questions for folks to know. This is a muscle testing. It allows me to access information that's available beyond the mind and the intellect. In this work, there are many ways of knowing. Feeling emotions is a way of knowing. Feeling sensation is a way of knowing. Our intuition is a way of knowing. Somatic wisdom is a way of knowing. And so the intellect, the mind, the thoughts, which most of us operate in on the day-to-day, it's a way of knowing, but it's not the only way of knowing, and nor is it the most accurate way of knowing either. Again, there is no hierarchy. We want to be able to expand our capacity to use our multiple ways of knowing, and this energy work allows us and assists us in doing that. Alrighty, so where are we? Nature of the balance. Okay, cool. Physiological, physical, spiritual, emotional, situational. All right, we're getting something situational. All right. There's something around collective despair. Is there a specific event? No. It's the global energy of collective despair that we're going through with the poly crisis, with the ecological crisis, the war, the violence, the political crisis, the relational crisis. There's a lot of despair energy here. Is there a message around despair? No, we're just clearing the energy. Okay. You can say, I let go of despair energy. You can say, I find power in acceptance. Now, one of the key components of this work is building people's capacity for power. And power is the capacity to give and receive love. And power is also deeply connected to our ability to accept things as they are, to accept people as they are, to accept situations as they are, because this allows us to witness and therefore work with the truth of things. Now, acceptance doesn't have to be passive. Acceptance doesn't mean tolerance of abuse, tolerance of the violence that is occurring on the world and the collective consciousness. We do not have to tolerate it, but what we do have to do is accept that this is what's happening at this time. And when it is that we do accept what is happening at this time, we're able to access our power, which is our capacity to give and receive love. So if I accept that most governments around the world are operating in a space of violence and working in cohesion and direct relationship with corporate interest rather than the interest of the people, which is what democracy is supposed to serve. If I fully accept that instead of resisting it, I'll be able to receive clearer insight from myself, from light, about life, about how it is that I can be a part of that solution, the solution towards the problem that it is that I am perceiving within this world. Oh, is there more? Yes. Life needs people with capacity to act. Life needs people with capacity to act because that allows for life's evolution to come onto the planet, and that also allows for life's healing to come onto the planet. That's life's intention right now, is evolution and healing. And so we want to build our capacity to accept things as they are, meet the truth of the moment, and from that point access our power for clearer and more efficient solutions because we see the wholeness of what's happening. So you can just say, I see the truth. I create from truth. You can say this, I am the truth. Yes. That's all a yes. All right, is there more? All right, we'll do a closing guidance. It's in seeds. What's the closing guidance for the collective that they can carry forward to practice in their own space? 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 10, 11, 12, 13, 13. Trust. You want to trust life. It is safe to trust life. I'll read the passage. You cannot always trust people's capacity, but you can trust that people are doing their best. We move at the pace of trust. Be consistent and trustworthy. Restore trust in yourself. Restore trust in life. I love that. You cannot always trust people's capacity, but you can trust that people are doing their best. So not everybody has capacity for equality. Not everybody has capacity for giving love. Not everybody has capacity for receiving love, but we can trust that people are doing the best that they can with the resources that they have. What it is that we want to do within our own lives, because our own lives is our responsibility, is to build our capacity in all of these ways, and from that point embody a new way forward. It's beautiful. So trust that people are doing their best. Your focus is to do your best and to build your capacity. And when it is that we live authentically in our own capacity, it can inspire folks to live in a higher capacity as well. But either way, if we are living in our highest capacity, we are adding to the highest capacity for life, and that is the greatest intention. So thank you, dear ones, for allowing me to be a vessel for this healing. Thank you, Creator, for allowing me to be a vessel for this healing. Whew. And may you walk forward in highest integrity and highest truth and highest love and highest healing for yourself, for the world, and for life.